Yes, well, I just want to say that I got my notes here.
Now, he wrote them down so he would be sure and not forget something and save time, didn't you?
What? What?
Huh?
Yes. What did she say?
I don't know. Is he still here?
Anyway, we
Let's
all
go.
know he was a
You may
very
read.
polite and courteous and concerned guy about his dancers, always. And he was wonderful to them, and we never referred to him as Mr. Fosse. We always called him Bobby. You know, never Mr. Fosse. It was Bobby. And so I just want to say the next time that I got involved with Bobby Fosse was when he was doing Little Me and was looking for a replacement for Swen Swenson, who at the time didn't want to go on the road. Now, it was the part of George Musgrove, the gangster, who had this one show-stopping number which won Swen a Tony. Bravo, a dancer. Yeah, so I wanted to do that role so badly, so I hired a three-piece band, dyed my hair blonde, auditioned, and got the job. I was thrilled. Days later, Bobby calls me and tells me that Swen has decided to do it on the road. That's all I had to hear. You know, I went out and I made love to a bottle of Smirnoffs. You know, but let me tell you something, right from my heart. Bobby was a prince of a man. And through his dancers and his stars, Carol Haney, Gwen Verdon, and the brilliant Chita Rivera, one can always spot a Bob Fosse dancer with their brilliant moves and impeccable execution, and of course, through his numerous Broadway shows he directed and choreographed so brilliantly. Now, adding it all up, this was a classy guy. He was. He had dignity and respect for all those around him, from the top brass to the dancers, whom he had great concern, and those are qualities you got to admire. You know, I've known Bobby a good number of years, and I've learned a great deal working under him, like, don't let your shortcomings get in the way. Use what you have and make it work for you. I wasn't even aware that Bobby had any shortcomings, like wearing his hats to cover his bald head, his round shoulders, that he was thin and his feet were turned in. I never even noticed those things. Now, who really cared? Except the technicians. You know, I didn't have to dissect him. I viewed him as a whole entity. But when you dance, as he did, you look at the soul. And he had it. He was a great dancer. You know, some people have it, and unfortunately some don't. But when it comes from the heart, and you have that much love for it, you don't let anything or anyone stop you. Know your limitations, work within them. Respected by all dancers, Mr. Fosse, and I say that with great respect, influenced many. You know, I very rarely thought I could ever call someone charming. You know, Bobby was the epitome of charm. And my definition of charm is a certain bloom on a person. With it, you need nothing else. Without it, whatever else you have doesn't really matter much. I'd like to say one more thing. One more thing. Bobby, I'm so honored we crossed paths in our lifetime.
Thank you. That was beautiful,
Oh,
George.
I'm in tears. Oh, I'm going to wet my pants. Oh, somebody get the napkins out.
Oh, hush.